Ada kalimat session dan juga sharing session. Oke, sebelumnya ada pertanyaan nih. Bapak, dengan kata saya, Bunda itu perkenalkan ya di sini ya. Tadi oke, kita beri tepuk sekali lagi ya buat ini karena kita sabar banget ya buat
jadi kita langsung saja kita panggilkan moderator yang akan memandu session pada hari ini, yaitu ada kegiatan trimester dan emosi.
Boleh kasih tepuk tangan untuk moderator kita yang luar biasa ini ya.
Baik, moderator kita yang satunya adalah Ibu Diana MSc. Beliau lahir di matematika di UIN Siber Jati Cirebon. Riwayat pendidikannya itu sendiri adalah program magister profesional dan tahun terakhir pada tahun 2022 itu sendiri beliau mengikuti jenis pelatihan certification in administration of learning management center dan mengikuti penelitian yang luar biasa dan tahun terakhirnya itu adalah pada tahun 2019, yaitu beliau mengikuti judul penelitian Pre-Service Teachers Mathematical.
Nah teman-teman boleh juga ibu untuk beberapa karya ilmiah, ada 16 karya ilmiah yang terakhir itu pada tahun 2023 dengan judul Analisis Komparasi Buku Teks Matematika Indonesia dan Singapura pada topik sistem persamaan linear dua variabel. Masya Allah, boleh sekali lagi kita kasih tepuk tangan ya untuk moderator kita ini. Masya Allah, tabarakallah. Oke, mungkin langsung saja kepada Ibu Himka Tiana MSc, kami silakan. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Yorani and I'll be the moderator for this session. In this session, we will talk about the topic of student contribution. Calon speaker that is already with us today, Bapak Dr. Muhammad Syahrul Nizam. Good morning, Bapak. Is my voice clear? Can you hear my voice? Dr. Muhammad Syahrul Nizam. Can you hear my voice now?
Suaranya agak bergema.
Yeah, maybe there's this technical problem. Could you please wait for a moment?
Okay, alright. Sure, no problem.
There's a little bit technical problem.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Okay, Bapak Dr. Muhammad Syahrul Nizam is a very excellent speaker. There is invited here. Welcome to international seminar held by Himpunan Mahasiswa Tadris Matematika UIN Siber Syekh Nurjati Cirebon. Okay, good morning Bapak and welcome to UIN Siber Syekh Nurjati Cirebon, Indonesia. And before we start the presentation, I will share a little bit about Bapak Dr. Muhammad Syahrul Nizam. His full name is CS Dr. Muhammad Syahrul Nizam bin Muhammad Danuri. He's a senior lecturer and researcher at the Department of in Philosophy of Information Management. He has a lot of project experiences and achievement. He has also written a lot of research papers, articles, and books, and a lot of maybe achievements, other achievements. Yeah. Maybe put your mobile phone on the silent mode. The Q&A session. In the session, that there will be a Q&A session, and you can save the question for the Q&A session later. So without any further
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to all of you. So I'm grateful today. As I told Miss Wulan, I'm not feeling well for the past 3 days, for the past 2 days. Can you hear me right now? Boleh dengar? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? I've done the testing. Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
yeah.
Okay, baik.
There's a little bit problem here. Maybe we try to fix the audio problem for a moment, please.
Tiga, boleh dengar? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
finish.
Jadi yang online boleh dengar ya?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yang secara fizikalnya tidak boleh dengar. Cubaan 1, 2, 3.
Voice.
I can hear you, Madam Hirani. How about the audience? The physical audience? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we still cannot hear your voice.
Because someone boleh dengar? Boleh dengar suaranya?
Technical problem, maybe we...
Okey, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum.
Testing. Oh, okay, alright. Okay, thank you so much, Madam Hirani. As I told Miss Wulan before, I'm not feeling well for the past 2 days. But Alhamdulillah.
share
about questions from FSKTM News Team Malaya. And this is my a bit of experience in ICT industry, more than academia experience. So for the past 8 years ago, I was with. So basically, while I was in industry, I was doing something related to the software development. That we call it as precision agriculture. So that's why I put it as a technology in agriculture. So there's a lot of projects we have done. One Sun project, the Smart Tree. So that is my background, as has been read by the MC just now. Okay, that is my phone number and my. So these are the things that I did before when I was in industry. I'm the one who installed the first commercial Wi-Fi in Malaysia, streaming zones before, and then rebrand to the TM Wi-Fi. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they rebranded to new name. Yeah, and I was a program. And then 3 years in the last 5 years in industry. Yeah, the things I said related to the precision agriculture. So as you can see, there's a sensor over here.
Monitoring the moisture.
Monitor the moisture level in palm oil. And as you can see here, this is a wide radio frequency. So this is the antenna. Looks like a TV antenna. So this is the thing I did before while I was in industry. But now I'm a docent. I'm a docent in University Malaya. These are the things that I'm focusing on: information systems, the big data, the data science, IoT, and then the technology in agriculture. So this is doing something related to the commercial Wi-Fi in Malaysia, and then we are doing the
research in applied research.
So basically, before we go jump into the topic, perhaps we can look what is actually the tools that are available
nowadays. That's why I put it as unlocking the future of artificial around the world. So how we gonna explore you as a student can play an active role in solving some of the biggest global challenges using the smart technologies. So I can say this will reflect to the what you call to the AI. Okay. It actually refers to this in human, I can say, human intelligence through the machines that are programmed to think and learn like humans. They try to mimic like us. That is AI. Okay, so it's not all about the software. If it involves the hardware as well. So, artificial intelligence studies, they say that's around 15.7 trillion game changer in the economic impact of AI in the period of 2030. So 6.6 trillion increase most of the. So as everyone knows, the impact is huge around the world. So how about us? Do we prepare all the wave that's actually come in through this AI? So this is, I guess everyone knows, the CEO of NVIDIA, Jensen Huang. He actually and then raised in US and now become the most meaning that everyone must. So if not, we will left out. There's a common things happen if we not try to adopt and adapt technologies. Okay, so this is actually while releasing the if I'm mistaken. So how about this one? I guess you guys also know about Jack Ma, right? So in 2018, in World Economic Forum, integrated thinking and teamwork ethical values that we should have, and it's actually embedded inside us as Muslim, most of us. Yeah? So it's something that has been taught since we are children, since we're still small. So that was what Jack Ma said, and then he said that's why I think we should teach our kids sports, music, painting, and arts, because everything we teach should be different from machines. So I can say these sports, music, painting, and arts. He's not trying to say anything. But basically, what he tried to say is we should be creative. We should think more creative and more critical in thinking while doing something. So that is actually what he's trying to say. And be replaced by robotic automation. So mainly most of the routine activities in factory, most of it will be replaced by robot. That's why in Malaysia, while we construct all the occupational framework for certain industry or domains, we are trying to think what kind of jobs that will be available in the certain industries and reflect to the 4IR industry. That's why most of the routine jobs most probably will be replaced by technologies, by AI, by robotics. So that's what we think. That's why we are trying to reduce all the future jobs, specifically in Malaysia, as a service. Because if we not use AI in the future, will be AIaaS. This is a very good example where AI is actually work and how it works actually. Because in the future, I can say, so it happened in that movie. So how it works actually. So basically, what happened in this movie, as you can see, everywhere in the world, throughout the internet, and through any kind of medium communications, and then try to read all the data without knowing nothing. Just crawl, get into any kind of system, breach any kind of system, and read all the data inside. They're not doing anything. Just read and left. That happened. So crawl all the data, and then they have their own foundation model that will try to adapt to every kind of journalism, text generation, information is throughout by training the foundation model. Now, to, for example, ChatGPT, they are actually doing the same thing. Okay, where we push all the prompt engineering, so that's what we call as a reinforcement learning. So that's such author is a phone note taking, and then we have lead maps used for literature review. Outread, actually most of the things that can be done is actually the grammar. Canva for the presentation, reading paper. Google just recently launched his new model base. So what is actually the driving factors to achieve the global goal? So I can say SDGs, understanding our global goals. We can say SDG is part of it. It's a 17 the particular categories such as poverty, education, climate change, inequality, and everything. And it involves the youth engagement as a part of it. Okay. SDGs nowadays. So just think about which of these global goals you feel most passionate about. For example, me myself, I'm truly passionate in agriculture. So it's actually related to the no hunger give us food, right? So it also can try to remove all these poverty issues. Such the things happen in China. What the government of China did is actually they're improving the quality of life. So that is actually the things happen. 17 goals. Which one do you think is actually most passionate by you? Which one would you like to try to achieve in the future? So in real world applications, future, it emphasize on and everything's related as well. So Society 5.0, we and all the challenges of the climate change, caregiving. So we try to create a new value, for example, and this is happened in Japan, for achieving the Society 5.0. So, for example, there's some problems I want to know before symptom worsen. I want to live happily alone, even in need of what you call the panel resources, such as the medical site info, all the enrollment data, all the existing medical data, all the insurance informations, and everything. So we can analyze it, and then we can give some output to reduce of the medical costs, and also to reduce the social costs. So that is actually the things that can be done throughout AI and data. Just the same thing happened in the movies of Mission Impossible. If you watch Mission Impossible, that's the reason why the algorithm calling, breach any kind of a security system, try to read all that to make it better, perform better in the future. That's actually the things happen in the movie. So we can make use. So all the everything's related to AI, all the data science projects, all the smart tech, is all related to the smart technology. It can stay and connect to many other systems that makes the system more perfect and more what you call improve in terms of the adaptations to human. Okay? Because we cannot rely to any single data or any single system only to make sure that technology becomes so smart. I'll give you some example for in autonomous car, right? So autonomous car is actually a combination of a lot of technologies inside. It involves the IoT, involves sensors in IoT. It involves the system itself, the software itself. It also involves the cloud technology behind, where we put all the algorithm, all the software, right? Store everything in the cloud. And then it also involves with the human. So I already use this. We know you already use these technologies in daily life. But now imagine how you're gonna use it to help your community. That matters because we must solve it problem. We must solve a problem. Okay. So as a student, what do you think of any problems that happens around you, and how you're going to leverage also this kind of technologies to help your matters? So all I can say, a student as an agent of change, because all of you here were born into a technology, like all the generations like me. Unlike all the generations like me, we are still stick to all the traditional stuff. You are students that are digital native, born into technology. So many innovations come from universities, labs, and student startups. So what is student startups is before it goes for the commercial values and commercial full blast in industry. So how we're gonna scale the projects, the initial projects in the startups, and then scale it up to the global impact. So make sure the projects involve with or map to the SDGs. So that's why here in UC Malaya, what we did to all the final year project of the students, we are trying to map it to all the 17 SDGs. Not all of it, but some of it. In fact, so don't wait to graduate to start innovating. You start it now. Start it from your final year project. So it involve all these cross kind of disciplinary collaborations. For example, or students come from the engineering background, perhaps can work with all the social science students as well to make the solutions better, solving all the problems and give some impact to the community or to the society as agent of changes. So this is some of the applications in education that actually can be mapped to the SDG 4, number 4, SDG number 4. So for example, the AI tutors and learning activities, this is something that can give all the personalized lesson to the problems, student low grades, for example, they can try to advise and improve further. And then can teach Indonesian to all the refugee children. They can change all the all the things better quality life in the future, because education must win, I can say. So the gap in education is huge into the excess. Because of what we did now. I'm still in Malaysia, but we can still do this kind of online seminar together. Where I can share in health. The face. Perhaps students can start any kind of other project nowadays, because COVID is no longer here. It's still there, but most of us, so perhaps students can base disease detection through the skins, through the cough, or through the pneumonia. So you can develop any kind of apps easily nowadays, because there's a lot of AI tools out there that can help you to build apps easily nowadays. Okay. You also can help develop to develop mental health bots, for example, to detect any kind of mental illness issues through text or voice. And then you can do some sort of like a prediction, analytics, science project as well. So the things that I did, and I've published a paper related to dengue before, back in 2016, 2016, if I'm not mistaken, 9 years back. So what we did is actually we tried to develop something like this early outbreak warnings, which is dengue, by analyzing all the media social information. So there's some of the projects that is actually related to research in healthcare that you can do as well. So the things is actually even small health apps can support doctors and save life. It matters. So perhaps you can try to develop application in health. But after this, application in environment, this is related to SDG 13. So climate change is real because climate change issue. So the technology that can be applied out there can be, for example, we can do all these IoT sensors monitoring the quality, water quality. You can do all this air quality as well. You can do forest fire detection, for example. You can develop a smart energy dashboard to reduce energy consumption. So students can deploy this small scale of projects in your area is actually solving a problem. Right? Applications in agriculture. So you can map it to the SDG 2 and 12. Okay, because agriculture is now becoming a precision agriculture. So what students can create, they can create soil moisture sensors, monitoring for better irrigation, and then if you have resources to reach out all the satellite-based crop monitoring images, for example, yes, you can do all this kind of prediction about the area that can be expanded in the future, and then the harvesting, the yields, forecasting. You can do it about this satellite images, and then you can also embed all the blockchain technology into this to us, right? So throughout this food traceability, you can improve it, the quality of halal of the foods that actually in front of you, on the plates in any kind of places or restaurant, even on the plane. So you can trace it throughout this food traceability system. So it actually a lot of agriculture output, such rice. We also have fish and also palm oil as our main agriculture output. So those projects can matter, can become very useful to us in the future. So when we talk about this agriculture, these are the things I did before. We are growing rock melon and golden melon on top of our building. So this is what I did while I was in industry. So we are trying to grow, and then we the rock melon, and then we are monitoring all the water consumptions throughout sensors, and also throughout the irrigation system. We call it as a fertigation system, just like this. So and then we also monitor the quality of the fertilizer that we use to grow all the crops. Talking about social innovation, it can be mapped to this SDG 10 and 16, because there's a lot of what you call things that can be done throughout any kind of software development, such as app development in detecting or design language, for example, right? So it involves with all this image processing by using AI. They can learn all this sign language and translate it. So that is something that can be useful to all these disabilities person. AR apps for visual impaired also can help. Information, for example, you can just develop very low cost tools that can be used by most of the disabled persons in your campus. So let's take a look at a case study of this AI literacy app that happened in India. So this is an app in and it